Section 14. I still live in Woodmere, and I have found a route that I take now and then to the single high hill from which I can see the St. Benedict steeple across the Potomac. I take 2 walks every day and have grown used to this life. I have even come to like it. I am reading of the ancient Japanese civilizations now, which I had somehow neglected before, and every so often one of my boys visits me. One afternoon recently, Deepak Mehta did so, and we shared some brandy. And this was in the fall of last year. He was still the quiet boy he had always been. And not long after he had taken a seat on my couch, I had to turn on the television to ease for him the burden of conversation. As it happened, the Senate Judiciary Committee was holding its famous hearings then, and the two of us sat there watching, nodding our heads or chuckling whenever the camera showed Sedgwick Bell sitting alongside the chairman. I had poured the brandy liberally, and whenever Sedgwick Bell leaned into the microphone and asked a question of the witness, Deepak would mimic his affected southern drawl. Naturally, I could not exactly encourage this behavior, but I did nothing to stop it. And when he finished his drink, I poured him another. This, of course, is perhaps the greatest pleasure of a teacher's life, to have a drink one day with the man he has known as a boy. Nonetheless, I only wish we could have talked more than we actually did. But I'm afraid that there must always be a reticence between a teacher and his student. Deepak had had another small heart attack, he told me, but I felt it would have been improper of me to inquire more. I tried to bring myself to broach the subject of Sedgwick Bell's history, but here again I was aware that a teacher does not discuss one boy with another. Certainly, Deepak must have known about Sedgwick Bell as well, but probably because of his own set of St. Benedict's morals, he did not bring it up with me. We watched Sedgwick Bell question the witness and then whisper into the ear of the chairman. Neither of us was surprised at his ascendance, I believe, because both of us were students of history. Yet, we did not discuss this either. Still, I wanted desperately for him to ask me something more, and perhaps this was why I kept refilling his glass. I wanted him to ask, "How is it to be alone, sir, at this age?" Or perhaps to say, "You've made a difference in my life, Mr. Hundert." But of course, these were not things Deepak Mehta would ever say. A man's character is his character. Nonetheless, it was startling every now and then when I looked over at the sunlight falling across his bowed head to see that Deepak Mehta, the quietest of my boys, was now an old man.